Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Natalie. Today I have for you somewhat of a different video than what I normally film, which is going to be based on New Year's resolution and just a new year overall and trying to stick to your goals for the year. I've been sharing on Instagram lately the things that I've been doing, and some of you guys have been asking how I wake up earlier or what I've been doing and how I eat and how I've changed my habits and stuff. So I wanted to share some of the tips and tricks and the things that I've been doing recently. Today's video is sponsored by Lifesum, which I'm so excited to share with you guys because it's an app that has truly changed and helped me tremendously with my new habits and just self-care routine overall. I'm going to link it down below for you guys so you can get a chance to download it and follow along as I show you how I personally use it on my day-to-day life. The premium subscription is currently 30% off for the year, which is an amazing deal with everything that it has to offer. So I highly recommend for you guys to check it out. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video. All right, so first tip that I have to mention when making your resolutions for the year is just sitting down and writing everything down that you want to accomplish for the year. Now, the important tip here is writing down goals and resolutions that you're actually going to stick to and that are realistic to your day-to-day life. Because I feel like, personally, I tend to dream big and just write down unrealistic goals, and then I get super disappointed when I don't accomplish them at the end of the year. So I've learned that it's important for us to just write down realistic goals and timestamps as to when you want to accomplish each goal. For example, one of my resolutions this year is going to finally get my permit and my driver's license right after. So for that specific goal, I would like to set a timeline, which is something that I would recommend with maybe short-term goals. I would like to get my permit, fingers crossed, by February, and then like around April get my license perhaps. Overall, the goal here when it comes to writing down your resolutions is just making them realistic and working towards it throughout the year. You can either just write it down on your notebook, but I am a firm believer on manifestation and visual goals. So I highly recommend for you guys to make a vision board for your goals. I am going to be making a dedicated video on how I made my vision board this year. I do have a highlight in case you guys want to go and check it out on Instagram, but I find vision boards to truly work, so it's something that I also recommend. All right, so in the list of things that I want to change in my new habits are waking up early, drinking lots of water, and doing yoga. So exercising, eating healthier, and just being healthier overall. Obviously, as many of us, I hate this time of the year, like the winter and daylight savings, and just feeling like there's not enough hours during the day. I just hate that feeling. I don't feel motivated, and the sun going down so early also just doesn't help. Now, something to mention, I have always been a night owl, so transitioning to being a morning person has truly been a ride. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what happens, but my mind runs like crazy during the nighttime, and I get the most creative during the nighttime. A bunch of ideas just start popping up in my head. But the main tip that I have to wake up early is going to sleep early, which is something that not a lot of us like to do, at least for myself. So I've technically been forcing myself to go to sleep early, and I feel like you just get used to it throughout the year. I also try to not use my phone at least 30 minutes before going to sleep, which is hard for me with what I do for a living, but it's just important to not have screen time right before you go to sleep because I find that to be a trigger for your mind to run wild at night. I also set an alarm with the bedtime option on your phone with your clock because the alarm is actually not harmful and it's just like soothes you into waking up. The sound basically goes from low to high and it just doesn't wake you up out of the nowhere. I just noticed I didn't even mention the time that I would like to wake up. So my goal right now is to wake up at 6:30 or 7, and then hopefully throughout the months push it to 6 every single day. Who is she? I don't know. But so far it's going pretty decent whenever I do go to sleep early. My early time to go to sleep is 10:30 or 11. It just depends because honestly my mind just doesn't shut down. I personally feel that waking up early helps your mental health tremendously. You just feel more motivated, more productive, just healthier overall as well because getting enough sleep throughout the night is very important. But that is definitely one of the healthy habits that I'm trying to incorporate to my everyday routine. The next one is going to be drinking water, which I have to mention, the Lifesum app has helped me tremendously as well. I currently drink water from this water bottle right here. I'll link it down below for you guys, but what I love the most about it is one, it looks cute, And 2, it has the timestamps. It lets you know where you're supposed to be at throughout the day, and if the water bottle doesn't help, the Lifesum app will. So you can either have it with different glasses or bottles. Since I am drinking from a water bottle, I decided to change mine to bottles, but it's more fun when it's glasses because you just get to tap it throughout the day. So that is definitely one of my favorite features on the app, but drinking water is one of my healthy habits that I'm trying to incorporate to my day-to-day life. Since I share the water feature with you guys from the Lifesum app, might as well continue to show you guys the app and explain what it actually is. So it's basically an amazing app for self-care and just healthier habits, which is this entire video overall. If you know me personally, you know that I struggle with eating throughout the day. Not because I'm not hungry, but because I either forget or I decide to work and then eat, which it then leads to not eating properly throughout the day. So this app is honestly, I feel like, made for me because it just reminds me to take a break and then eat for lunch and eat for dinner and have breakfast. And then it also lets you know your protein intake. I lack with vitamin C, I'm sure many of us do, but it lets you know your calorie intake, your carbs, protein, fat. Then you track down your breakfast right here, lunch, dinner, a snack, which is something else that I like to add now. You can also track your exercise here, which is really nice. So you add whatever you did for the day, either go for a walk. I personally like to do yoga every morning. I've been sharing it on Instagram lately, but it's honestly something that has helped me feel a lot healthier as well. So highly recommend for you guys to start adding some sort of workout, and yoga is just a nice smooth transition to start like either Pilates or like an intense workout. So I love doing yoga, and what I like about the app is that it actually lets you know the calories that you burn. And if you have any of these apps on your phone, you can also automatically track it that way, which is nice and convenient. But I don't use any of those, so I just like to write down the exercise that I did for the day. All the way in the bottom of your diary, you can also track your daily fruit tracker, which is nice. It also has a personal profile, which then you can go more in depth on your actual goal, either gaining weight or losing weight, and put in your body measurements and stuff. All right, so on to more fun things on the app. It has a plans tab, which is really cool because it has different meal plans that you can start and follow. It also has challenges, or just dietary tips as well. Eric follows more of a keto lifestyle, so this is something that I can do with him, which is the keto burn. If I want to try it out, it has a meal plan for 3 weeks. It also has a paleo meal plan, sugar detox meal plan, vegan for a week, which is really cool in case I want to try that out for a week, protein weight loss, and then it has recipes all the way in the bottom right. Now this has to be one of my favorite features because I am not the greatest at being adventurous with my meals. Like I tend to eat the same things, or I just don't know what to eat that day or what is good for me to eat. So this gives you different recipes for breakfast, lunch, dinner. It also has salad recipes, and you can favorite your recipes and then go all the way to the bottom to your recipes, and that way you can follow them and cook them whenever you want. So I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite recipes at the end of the video that I personally like to make every so often. The recipes are really easy to follow, and it gives you all of the ingredients and steps and also the calories that it has. Overall, I have really been enjoying the Lifesum app, and I highly recommend for you guys to try it out, especially the premium option because it just allows you to do so many things on it. I am not a doctor or dietitian or nutritionist, so please make sure to check with your healthcare provider. But yeah, definitely something that I have been enjoying and loving, and just super helpful with my new healthy habits for the new year, and I think many of you guys will enjoy it as well. All right, so I'm going to share a couple more things that I've been enjoying lately, which is the 5-minute journal. This I've been doing every morning and every night, so it's just like it says, it's a 5-minute journal. It has 5 questions. You answer 3 questions in the morning and 2 at night. I personally tend to forget the one at night, so I like to keep it in my nightstand and then maybe set an alarm to remind myself to write on it. But this is a step that has been really helpful just to be more mindful, more grateful, and more positive throughout the day. So definitely something else that I recommend. Now let's talk about staying organized. This is something that I enjoy doing, especially Sunday nights to prep for the week. And I've noticed that it helps me have a smoother week and just less stressful. So I've always been a planner. I personally love writing to-do lists, and I have always been the type to want to have physical planners, not like a calendar on your phone. But ever since 2020, I just, planners, what are they? So something that I've been doing to stay organized throughout the month is having a dry erase board. This helps me stay organized. So I have fully transitioned to this notepad right here and also a dry erase calendar. I personally like seeing it visually, like my month in a dry erase calendar. I have it right next to my desk and it helps me stay organized and on top of things better. I have also been loving and gravitating towards this to-do list. I found this at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, Home Goods. Any of those places have it, also on Amazon, so I'll link it down below for you guys. But it's basically a to-do list for the week. It has all days of the week. And what I like to do is I write basically my schedule for the week here. I also have it on my Google Calendar. In case you guys are more on the tech side, I definitely recommend Google Calendar. But I have been writing my schedule here with my timestamps as well. That's something that truly helps keep on track and like stay organized. So I have breakfast, journal, yoga, filming, editing, lunch. And then I had to film again, so I just wrote all that down. I have them all broken down for timestamps. So breakfast would be 7 to 8, journal 8:30, yoga 9 to 10, and so on and so forth. So I do like writing a schedule and timestamps. All right, so it's currently lunchtime and I wanted to share my lunch, but also the breakfast that I made this morning, which was avocado toast. So I'll share my avocado toast recipe from Nathalie Chef. And then for lunch, I am going to have a caprese salad from the Livesome app. And then for dinner tonight, I'm going to have the roasted chicken with veggies, which is also on the app. So let's get to cooking. Nathalie Chef here. This is actually my first Nathalie Chef in this kitchen, so I'm excited. It's actually not going to be anything too crazy. It's just the caprese salad, and then I'll also show you how I personally like to make my avocado toast. I feel like I share my breakfast often on Instagram, and it's honestly the same thing. I'm either having avocado toast or a sourdough toast with 2 hard-boiled eggs, and the way that I like to season it is with lime and salt. I know the lime might sound weird on hard-boiled eggs, but I swear it is delicious. All right, so actually, change of plans. I am actually going to show you guys how I make my romaine salad with tomatoes, some feta, because I just realized I only have cherry tomatoes. But you can still make a caprese salad with cherry tomatoes. I've made it all the time. All right, so to make the caprese salad, it's really simple. All you need is mozzarella, tomatoes, regular tomatoes, it's better, some basil, which I didn't have, and then olive oil, salt, pepper, and some pine nuts on top. Now for my romaine salad, all you need is obviously romaine lettuce, some cherry tomatoes, feta cheese, and for the dressing, I actually make it myself with some lime, salt, olive oil, and some pine nuts on top. Alright, so on to one of my favorite breakfasts, which is the avocado toast. This is the bread that I use. I get it at Whole Foods. It's sourdough bread, and just toast it in the toaster. And then I'm going to use a ripe avocado, cut it in half. I'm actually going to be using the entire avocado. Now to smash the avocado, I like doing it on its actual skin, and then just scoop it right out from the skin to the toast. To season it, I'm going to squeeze a lime on top and then just top it off with salt and red pepper flakes. Lastly, I wanted to feature one of my favorite smoothies, which is just frozen mango chunks, half of a banana, some regular milk, and yogurt. I also add some vanilla extract, a teaspoon of sugar, and some ice, which I didn't include in the clip. Alright, so that was pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful, informative. Make sure to download the Livesum app so you guys can also stay on track and take advantage of the 30% off for the premium for the entire year. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below some of your personal goals, and see you next time. Bye!